Hi everybody, it is the most wonderful time of the year. Tax planning season.
Love it. Pumped.
Super excited?
Yeah,
awesome.
Love it.
With that said, we wanted to provide a couple bullet points, not only looking back into 2023, because there are some things that folks can still do, but also looking forward, and tax planning for 2024 begins today. In the comment section below, we included our tax planning guide for 2023 and 2024, if you wanted to reference that, for the tax rates, credits, deductions. Print it out, put it on your fridge, keep it next to your bedside table for quick reference when you're worried about the tax code, and so you can reference it anytime you want. But with that said, Austin, do you mind touching on what folks can still do for 2023?
Yeah, absolutely. There's still a couple of things that folks can do before the April 15th deadline for this year's taxes, or for last year's taxes. One would be to evaluate if you can still contribute to your individual retirement accounts, whether that be a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA, as well as an HSA, a health savings account, which we love an HSA, but that's for another video. But you can still contribute to it for 2023 towards your 2023.
And the deadline
taxes.
for that is April 15th?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And then our second kind of piece of advice for your 2023 taxes is to try to stay away from filing that extension if you feel that you need to file that extension. If you are a high earner, or you think that you're going to owe money and you file that extension, you will have to pay daily interest on the amount that you owe to the IRS, which could add up to 8% interest over that time from April 15th to when it's due in October 15th if you file that extension. So we really recommend not filing the extension. Go ahead and paying it, but if you do have to file it, make that extension as short as possible. Right? So those are tips for 2023. What about looking forward to 2024? What can people do starting now to plan for this time next year?
Yep. Great question. So I think it's a good opportunity to, especially, hey, you just completed your 2023 taxes. Probably you got a pretty good idea if you either get a refund or if you owe money. Okay, if you get a refund, that's not a good thing. Okay, it's not the government saying, hey, you did such a good job this year, we're going to give you a bonus check or anything like that. It means you paid too much throughout the year, and the IRS is paying you back what you paid too much in. We don't want to give an interest-free loan to the IRS. Okay. Likewise, if you owe a good amount of money, it means we need to increase your withholdings throughout the year, right, whether it's on your paycheck or your distribution from retirement accounts. We want to try to get it as close to zero. Hey, I don't owe anything this year, or I owe a little bit. When I say a little bit, $500 or less. If we can get it within that range, that's the sweet spot. So reevaluate. Hey, I got a refund or I owe money, and now we need to change the withholding on your paycheck if as you're still working, or change the withholding on your retirement distribution. Right. That's the first thing. The second thing is, let's reevaluate where, if you're still eligible and you're still working, still eligible for a 401k through an employer, let's evaluate where your contributions are going. Are they all going into a pre-tax 401k account, or do you have the option of a Roth 401k account? Common misnomer that we see with a lot of clients is they say, hey, I make too much money throughout the year, I can't contribute to a Roth 401k. That's not the case. If it's within a 401k plan, it doesn't matter how much money you make. You can still, and are still eligible to contribute to a Roth 401k. A Roth IRA, that's a different story. We won't touch on that, on this video. But you still have the option, no matter how much money you make, to either go pre-tax traditional 401k or, as I mentioned, the Roth 401k. Reevaluate, see what makes sense. If it's with the Roth 401k, we're alleviating some of the uncertainty with where taxes are going to be at. You're locking in that tax liability right now and taking care of that. So perfect time to reevaluate it at the beginning of the year as we tax plan for 2024.
Absolutely. So there you have it. Just a couple of tips. Again, check out the PDFs that we're going to have for 2023 and 2024 along with this post, and then leave us a comment on how excited you are to file your tax return in 2024, because all of us here are very excited. So let us know.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Take care.